and welcome to another episode of In the Van. So I think this is going to be a short episode. I think. What do you reckon, Eli? I don't know. I haven't put it all together yet, but I think it's going to be short. So this is just the end of our 2 weeks. So this is the second week at Cape Range National Park. So a lot of this stuff around Cape Range National Park, some of the gorges on the other side, bit of four-wheel driving. We've been staying at Mesa campground, which is behind me. Oh, and that's pretty cool. And obviously you spin around and you've got that, so you know, that's not bad, you know, just another day at the office really. But yeah, so full driving, Mesa campground is probably, in my opinion, the pick of campgrounds along here. As far as just, it's clean, it's small, it's got a good little vibe, it's close to town, etc, etc. Now you will notice with this episode and the last episode, we haven't talked about Osprey. Now, we were booked into Osprey and we didn't go, as I said in that Ballera episode. And so we've deliberately kind of stayed away from Osprey because we want to come back here. And so we want something that we haven't done, because obviously Osprey's got the turtles and all that kind of stuff. So I think when we come back through here, what we'll do is we'll do a bit more time at South Lefroy, because that's like the best beach in the whole world ever. It's insane. And then we'll do a bit more time at Osprey, because we haven't really done that yet, and do the turtles and whatnot. So just to give us a bit of, anyway, there's probably a big shadow of a GoPro on my face because I'm like talking. Anyway, so last bit of Cape Range. I was babbling, I apologise, enjoy. So, Mesa campground up at the northern point of Cape Range National Park. Check this place out. This is, of all the places we've stayed along Cape Range, the beaches here are just divine. They're beautiful. I mean, look at the colour of that water. I mean, it's only like low 20s. Granted, it is the middle of winter. But yeah, this is lovely. This is lovely. Really big bays. Got nice, clean, new toilets. Drop toilets, but still. And you know, all the same price. It's all through Parks WA. It's like $11 per adult and $4 per child under 6, something like that. So it's cost us, I think it's about $30 a night, like all the places along Cape Range. But yeah, gorgeous. You can see, you probably can't see them, but off in the distance there's all the whale shark boats. So there's some whale sharks out past the reef, I would imagine. But yeah, Mesa campground. We're here for a whole week. So there'll be some fishing. We'll do some fishing off this rock, I reckon. And what we'll do is we'll just sort of explore the northern part of Cape Range National Park, because I think last episode we basically focused on all the southern area. So this one we're going to do the northern area up by the lighthouse and a bit of Exmouth and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Mesa campground. Look at this. Bloody beautiful. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are going to
Laming Lighthouse.
Laming Lighthouse. So the lighthouse has apparently got a whole lot of information about the shipwreck, which is apparently right in front of the lighthouse. So I'm assuming the lighthouse postdates, the shipwreck predates the lighthouse. I don't know. Otherwise, the lighthouse isn't doing a very good job. Anyway, so what was the shipwreck called? Do you remember?
SS Mildura.
SS Mildura. So we're going to go check out the lighthouse first, get some information on the shipwreck, and then that should coincide hopefully with the low tide, which is in about an hour or so, or 2 hours, 3 hours?
3 hours.
3 hours. And from there we should be able to walk out to, I don't think you walk out to the shipwreck, but you can walk out onto all the rock pools and stuff, and there should be some pretty cool stuff around there. So anyway, yeah, let's go explore. Just before the lighthouse, which is behind me, is the Turtle Centre, which just talks, I mean, the turtles really is between April and October that you see them. April and October, October and April? October and April. October and April when they actually come onto the beach and nest, but we figure it's a good homeschooling excuse, so we'll come up here and just do a bit of turtle research, and then we'll head up to the lighthouse. So behind me is the wreck of the SS Mildura, which apparently had 500 cows on board. God rest their souls. Apparently they let them off to try and swim to shore, but it was like a K for the poor little bovine suckers to get to shore, and they just didn't make it. So, but that's actually quite impressive. I'll probably try and get some other shots in, but you can see it in the background there at low tide. So we've got our rock shoes on. You should definitely get rock shoes if you're traveling. Rock shoes are great. We'll go have a look on the rocks and see if we can find some critters in the rock pools, which is always fun.
As you walk down so many different changing roads, may the sunlight follow you in.
So it's cool coming out to these rock pools and looking for octopus. And this guy's safe. We're not going to eat him. But as you go past, they poof little bits of water at you. So I'll see if I'll put this in close here, and he should do a little puff of water. There we go. So that's their way of saying, go away. I don't want you here. I'm just hanging out, man. Please don't eat me. You should see as these octopuses, as they move around, they change colour with, oh wow, look at him go dark.
Wow.
They change colour with their surroundings. So I'll pop some footage into this one. It's just moving along here, and the camouflage is just unbelievable. They're just fascinating creatures. It's a shame they taste so good. You've just got to love these rock pools. There's just an incredible abundance of life. Like these slugs, I think Tan's got some shots of them. These giant slugs shaped like coral, just like cruising around, and you wouldn't see it, like you wouldn't notice them unless you really go slow and just look. But yeah, they're just fun. They're fun for the kids. They're fun to explore. Big tick for the SS Mildura shipwreck. Not so much for the shipwreck. I think we've seen like 7 or 8 octopus out here, plus all the other cool little critters just hanging around in the rock pools. But yeah, low tide, SS Mildura, Cape Range National Park, big tick.
Be by your side. In the highs and in the lows, moving fast or moving slow. May your road be filled with light. May peace be by your side. May peace be by your side. May peace be by your side.
Tell you what, sometimes travelling just takes you a little bit off guard. A little bit off guard. Went to bed last night, had a rough night, and at about I don't know, what time do you reckon it was? Probably 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2:30ish? 2:30ish, the wind just went nuts. Like, it was still when we went to bed, like beautiful when we went to bed. And then, yeah, at 2:30 probably picked up to like 50, 60 k's an hour. And so we had the awning out, we had stuff outside, and like there's a van straight across there. I won't put them on video, but the awning has been ripped off. These poor guys in tents, the tents are at like 60 degrees just sideways. And I haven't seen them emerge yet, but they've had a rough night. We heard people after 3 o'clock yells and screams of people frantically outside trying to get their awnings in to stop them getting ripped off. And so anyway, it's tired. We've had about 2 hours sleep tops because we stayed up till like midnight watching movies and doing stuff. So what's a hashtag for that? Hashtag live your best life. Anyway, we're gonna go. What are we doing today? We're gonna go do some four-wheel driving today. The wind is supposed to. Shot Hole Canyon, yeah. The wind's Charles Knife Gorge. So the wind's supposed to drop off at about one-ish completely. So we're expecting like the Bureau of Meteorology to just nail this one, and we'll have a lovely afternoon. So what we're gonna do is, because we're on the like the Cape Range National Park, the coastal side. Obviously the Cape, all the mountains sort of separate the whole little peninsula as it goes up, yeah. And so you can't really get across easily, but there is a four-wheel drive track that goes up and over the top. So we're going to go hook up with some mates of ours in Deluxe, Matt and Ali, and go work our way across and see how that goes. And then once you're on the other side, you can check out the gorges. So that's the plan.
And the fig tree.
And the fig tree. The fig tree?
There's a fig tree that goes into a cave.
Fig tree that goes into a cave. Cave equals no wind. We'll do that first. Okay, cool. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. These little tide deflators, the ones I've got are the Storm, I think they are. They'll change your life. Like, you just preset them to 20 psi, chuck them all on all four tyres, walk away and have a chit chat and do whatever you want, come back and they just automatically stop. And so you can just chuck them all on, they air you down. They're very worth it. I think there's another couple of brands out there. I think these ones cost me about $60 or something like that from Auto Pro. 89 bucks. So anyway, very, very worth it, because it just saves you heaps of stuff around when you're airing down. So this is where we're going. So it's bloody windy still, but hey. So up and over the top, whoop, across to Exmouth, we'll refuel and then we'll head down. And so I think this track will be fine. This one will be okay, but the one further down might be more hairier, but we'll see how we go. There we go, conquered the little four-wheel drive track that goes from the the Cape Range National Park side across to Exmouth, or comes in just above Exmouth. Awesome little track. It's rocky to start with, really some nice little technical things, and then sand the rest of the way. It's not too bad, just let your tyres down, nothing too technical. But yeah, really good drive. So just come up to the beach shack for some chips, and then we're going to see if we can work our way down to some of the harder tracks down south. So yeah, some chips, feed and water the kids, and then keep on exploring. Shot Hole Canyon, get a load of this. A drive in, so with all the rain they had recently, it looks like a lot of the track's been washed away, so there's a bunch of big washouts. So afraid to say it's definitely four-wheel drive only, and it's probably high clearance as well. We did see a hire car coming through dragging some of its guts behind it, so I don't think they made it all the way in here, but they gave it a good crack. But I mean, look at this scenery behind me. All the way in, the scenery is just amazing. So it's just a short walk up to the top. So we're going to go for a bit of a cruise up there, and yeah, it's like a little mini Grand Canyon. It's just beautiful. Well worth coming to visit. So once you get to Shotgun Gorge, there, I thought it was a bit of a hike, but it's like 30 meters up a hill. But you get a pretty good view of the gorge. Like, you can check this out. It's stunning scenery. Yeah, the gorge goes all the way back through there, and you can see it winds its way up through there. And the colours are just surreal. I'd love to like come back here when the shadows start hitting some of these rocks, and oh my god, it's already breathtaking. But yeah, Shotgun Gorge, bloody beautiful. Good morning. What are we doing?
Fig tree.
Fig tree, apparently. Fig tree. So it's a bit of a four-wheel drive track out there, apparently. And we're with Matt and Ali again from Dirty Lux, just because it's always better with two people when you're doing anything four-wheel drive-wise. Hi, guys.
Hi.
And yeah, so it's a fig tree above a cave with a ladder that goes down. So I'm pumped. And here we are. So what was that, like 2 hours in, you reckon? Yeah. Just under 2 hours in. It's not a the tracks, you need clearance, low range, maybe let your tyres down. It's there's a few little gnarly rocky bits which makes it fun, but no dramas getting in here otherwise. And yeah, you just get to this little rock pile and mango tree, and so now we descend into the depths.
The fig tree.
Fucking mango. Oh, mango. Jeez.
No mangoes here.
No mangoes here. Fig. I said fig. I'm sure I said fig. But yeah, so you descend down into the depths of the fig tree, which kind of looks like it's growing out of a sinkhole. But yeah, there's apparently a cave inside, so we'll go check it out. So you only got to go into this a little bit, and there's this like really rickety, dodgy looking ladder. I'll just leave them up the top here. There's this dodgy ladder going down that makes some pretty scary, gnarly noises. So we're sitting up the top here and send the boys down first, which is obviously the safest thing to do. You all right down there, Eli?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going all right. But if I don't post any more YouTube videos for a while and Tanya's social channels just stop, then we'll be at the bottom of a fig tree somewhere outside Cape Range National Park. So yeah, just in case. I said it before when we were in the caves at Margaret River, and I'll say it again, man, I just love these caves. This one especially because it's so remote. Look, it doesn't go in very far, but it's very natural, and you can just, you know, there's little fossils and the stalagmites are all there, and you can see a few of them have been broken off, but I think generally people leave them alone. But yeah, they're just... And exploring and doing stuff like this, if you've got a full drive, it's a must. You should just do it because we haven't seen anyone else around. You know, obviously there's people that come up here, but you know, not like the crowds that you normally see. And it's such a cool track to get up here too. So yeah, Fig Tree Caves, totally worth it. Apparently this is one of the earliest fossil records as well of I think subfossils in the area. I have to figure out what that is, but there's a little bit of info when you get to the bottom of the ladder or the cave, just to help you understand and appreciate it a bit more. So Eli and Charlie have climbed up, and Toby's desperate to climb up. But somehow we've come to the agreement that I'm not winning any Parenting of the Year awards by letting our 3-year-old child climb up a questionable ladder with a broken arm. So we've had to put our foot down on that one, I'm afraid. Fig Tree Cave done. As we emerge from the depths, come out here and you realise how unbelievably bright it is. But poor Toby, he's cracked it now because he didn't get to climb up. We love him. Thank you. So if you do come out to, right, if you do come out to the, Fig Tree Cave, and you don't mind getting a few extra pinstripes on the 4B, then you can take the track all the way to the end, and it gets you to Charles Knife Gorge. And so it's basically from the other side of the gorge. So you usually access the gorge from the Exmouth side, but if you come along this track, you can actually access it from this side, and there's no one out here obviously, so it actually looks pretty amazing. So you can get your photos up on the roof and whatnot. So it's a cool little spot. I think there's one Wikicamp review on it that said just goes to a dead end, but obviously this road goes up to the end, so it gets to the gorge, and it's actually pretty beautiful to have a bit of a look around. So I would say if you've got the time, absolutely do it. And so it's been a full day of full driving, so we're just going to do the trip back to the campsite now. It's probably going to be about another 2 hours back? Yeah, a couple of hours back. And so we should see the sunset as we come back over the top on the west side. So it's going to be pretty amazing. And hopefully the kids will do all right, because we probably won't get home until about 6 o'clock and have some dinner and call it. And then see you in the morning. Eli's playing Superman. I'm kicking back. We've got Palmers on, which is always good. The boys put those together. And this is it for our episode on. It's actually, this is it for like the whole Exmouth area. So tomorrow we're leaving Mesa campground, and we're heading out of the Exmouth Gulf, and we're heading down to Grellier Station. So it's about probably, I don't know, 2 hours or so out of Exmouth, and on the way to Port Hedland, and then yeah, we're gonna chill at Grellier for a while, not sure how long, and then we're gonna start slowly making our way to Carragini. So
Dad, can you duck your head down?
I can duck my head down. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God, that could have gone terribly wrong. This is why one of my children has a broken arm. Anyway, thanks for watching, as always. I hope you're enjoying it. I know that we'll be looking back on this in many years to come, and hopefully reliving the moments, because they're just the best. I think I've said it before, but if you're ever thinking about doing this, do it. Do it. It's just the best. Just the best. Now, it's not all Instagram photos and picture perfect and everything like that. It is an adventure. Now, an adventure has good bits and bad bits, and I think, anyone who travels will be well and truly aware of that. But man, it's just the best. So anyway, I'm babbling again. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.